Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy Saturday. So you guys, it is Saturday. Hopefully you have been able to get up, get out, do what you need to do so that you can just sit back and chill for the rest of the day. Myself, I slept in and it felt good to do that. I got up, got dressed. I went to, first of all, as you can see, I'm in my official dress. I have on my pearls. Y'all see the pearls? You see the pearl earrings. Got my name badge on that says Metropolitan Baptist Church, servant/deacon, Michelle Arnold, Diaconate Ministry. Because I told you I was attending an official funeral. And so I even went so far as to put on the pearl bracelet, y'all. And so I attended the homegoing service of Elder Constance Ruth Hines, better known as Miss Connie to all of us. This is her program. And when I tell you she was a phenomenal woman, she truly was. Too much to go into in this video, but to know her was to love her. I mean, she was just, like I said, she was just a phenomenal person. She loved everything and everybody. And like her daughter-in-law said, if you didn't get to know Connie, then that's your loss, honey, because you really should have known her. So I won't be before you long because I have a nail appointment right now. It's 1:24 and I have a nail appointment at 2:15. I'm gonna try to be on time. It's 59 degrees out. The sun is out, but it's just a little slightly on the breezy side. So I think I'll put on a sweatshirt and as I make my way up the road. So today's topic is what's blocking your growth? What's blocking your growth? And so I'm going to read this quote to you by Joel Osteen, and I thought it was just so powerful. This thing just really marinated in my spirit, if you will. And I said, you know what? This is what I want to talk about. He said, I wonder if something is blocking your growth. Are you under the shade of what someone spoke over you? Now that's powerful, y'all. So I need to say that one more time. Are you, because I'm asking you, under the shade of what someone spoke over you? That's why, y'all, we have to be very careful about what we say to one another, but we have to be careful about what we say to our children, because that can cast a shade, a shadow, if you will, and people will start to believe what other folks say about them. But I'm thankful. I am so thankful that I know God for myself, and I know that no matter what you say about me, that's not what matters. It's what God says about me. It's what I say about me. So you can say whatever you want to, but I don't have to live under the shadow that you try to cast over me. Let me go on, because that'll preach all by itself. And then he goes on to say, told you what you couldn't do, how you're not that talented. Now that shade is limiting your life. So basically what he's saying is that somebody has spoken something negative over you and it's causing a shadow, and some of you are having a hard time getting out from under it because somebody told you that you wouldn't amount to anything because your daddy ain't amount to nothing. Somebody told you that you wouldn't be anything because your mama wasn't anything. Somebody told you that you wouldn't be anything because of where you grew up and what school you went to. Somebody told you that, but I'm here to tell you, your big sister Michelle, your coach, your confidant, your everything is here to tell you that you don't have to live under the shadow of that negativity that somebody has cast over your life. Come on now. Are you under the shade of intimidation, afraid to step out in faith, thinking of all the things that could go wrong? Do you have friends that are blocking your growth, causing you to compromise? I have to put a pin right here. Some of y'all need to get rid of them friends that you have. Some of you need to get rid of those friends that you have. And as I always say, I'm not saying you can't love them, because I love everybody with the love of Christ. Not necessarily with Michelle's love. A lot of them, yes, but there's some folk that I love with God's love, because it certainly is not Michelle's love. But some of y'all have some friends, some people in your inner circle that you need to get rid of, because those people are keeping you from being all that you can be. And the reason why is because they don't want much out of life, and they don't want you to have much out of life. They chose not to be successful or to just be, as I like to air quote, mediocre. And that's what they want you to be. But they see that your light shines so bright that there is so much out here for you, but they don't want you to get it. Why? Because then you will far exceed where they've gone, and they don't want that. Come on now. I'm sorry, I lost my place. Oh, do things that are holding you back. What could you become if you got out from under that shade? How high could you go if you made some adjustments? The good news is the potential is still in you. You can become who you were created to be. You just have to get out from under that shade, remove what's blocking your growth, and you'll begin to blossom. You'll go to new levels. See, there's nothing wrong with you. You have the life of Almighty God in you. He created you to rise higher, to be successful, confident to leave your mark. And again, that quote was by Pastor Joel Osteen, and I'll be sure to leave that in the description box. And then I just made a note for myself, and it was that you can be so focused on your past that it will poison your future. Can I unpack that just for a second or two? There are so many people that live in the past. You live your life thinking about what you could have done, what you should have done, what you would have done, that you allow your past to taint your future. And I need you to stop doing that, because whatever you did in the past, honey, it's in the past. There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do that's going to change it. There's nothing that you can do to ever change that. It's done. It's over with. Whatever I said to you 5 minutes ago is the past. I can't go back and change it. As a matter of fact, when the words leave your mouth, you can't change it. You can apologize for it. You can wish you hadn't said it, but you can't change it, because it's not going to go anywhere. So I need you all to stop allowing your past to poison your future. And some of y'all right now are sitting there thinking to yourself, well, you know what? I did this, and I can remember when I hung out there. So what kind of future am I going to have? How is God going to bless me when I didn't do all the things that I should have done in my youth? Honey, let me tell you something. If you've gone to God with whatever that thing or those things are, and you've asked for forgiveness, I promise you, He has forgiven you and let it go. You are the one that's holding on to it, because God certainly has let that thing go a long time ago. And if you have people around you that want to keep bringing up your past, because there are people that do that. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. There's some people that will throw up in your face. Girl, I remember when you used to do this. Oh, man, I remember when you used to do that. Oh, I remember when you used to do the other. So what? Yes, I did it. Yes, I said it. And what? That's not who I am now. That's who I was then. You cannot, you will not throw my past in my face and make me believe that I don't have a bright future, because, see, I know better. I know better. I know that God has forgiven me for my past, and He's not going to allow my past to block my future. Come on now. So if you are letting your past keep you from having a bright future, I need you to let it go. I need you to let it go, because I promise you, just as sure as I'm sitting here with my pearls on, that if you come in my presence with that tomfoolery, we're going to have a come to Jesus meeting, because I will not allow you to mess up your future because you keep thinking about your past. Your past, in the famous words of Medea, is like your big ass. It's behind you. It's done. It's over with. Move on. We all have a past, but now it's time to let that past go and move on. Stop living in regrets, thinking you messed up and there's no way out of your mess up. What you did is not who you are now. Your best days have yet to come. Just believe that and wait on them. Your best days have yet to come, but I need you to believe it. See, because I believe it for me. I believe it for you, but I need you to believe it for you. Your best is yet to come, and it has no bearing on what you did or didn't do in the past. Okay? Let that stuff go. So here's some things that will block your growth. I believe I have 5 points, and then I'm going to let you be. So number one, you don't really know what you want. Some of you are blocking your past because you don't truly know what you want. You hear other people saying what they want. You see other people doing what they do, and you say, yeah, I want this, I want that, I want the other. But you don't truly know what you want. You either don't know what you want because you're overwhelmed, or you don't know what you want because for so long somebody's been telling you what you want and what you need. So what I need you to do today, when you finish watching this video, is I want you to sit down, put pen to paper, and start writing down in your journals, hopefully, but on a piece of paper, if not, the thing or the things that you truly want. Because until you know what you really want, you will never, ever, ever get it. Excuse me. Number two, you spend too much time thinking about what you don't want and not enough time on what you do want. Have you ever met somebody that spends so much time worrying about what they don't want? And that's all they talk about. You know, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want the other. Okay, we got that. Let's put that to the side. I want you to focus on what you do want. If you spent, or I should say, if we spent half as much time on what the things that we want and no time at all on the things that we don't want, we would be so much further in life. We really would be. So let's get rid of all that negative thinking about what you don't want. Okay, well, you've established that. Now let's take the rest of your energy, excuse me, and focus on what we want. Y'all, excuse me. Number three, you don't fully embrace change. Instead, you resist it. Let me just say this. A lot of times people have a hard time embracing change. And I also say this, change is going to happen no matter what. Whether you want it to or not, change is going to happen. So you might as well embrace it. Just let's look at COVID. The way we do business has changed. The way we do church has changed. I went to a service, a homegoing service today, as I opened up this video telling you about, and we had to wear a mask. When I walked through the door, they took your temperature, but we had to wear a mask throughout the entire time of being inside of the building. And so that's a part of worship right now, where you have to wear a mask in church. On Sunday mornings, they're going to be asking you for proof that you've been vaccinated. So these are changes. We have to embrace them. We are no longer doing life the way we once did. So why resist it? Change it and go with it. I told y'all before, I love change. It's not always easy, but I love change because a lot of times new things happen. Sometimes great things don't happen, but it gives you a chance to see what could happen if you do something different. It may not always work out, but at least you can try it out and see. Number four, you are hanging around the wrong people. Some of you, not all, but some of you are blocking your growth because of the people that you hang around. I've said this to you before. Show me 5 of the people that you hang around the most, and I can tell you where you're going to end up. Because eventually you're going to end up just like those people that you hang out with. If you hang out with 5 people that want something out of life, they're doing great things, you're on your way. But if you hang out with 5 people and all they like to do is sit around and gossip and drink and smoke and get high and all that kind of good stuff, well, you're headed in that direction as well. So you need to be careful about who you choose to spend your time with. I am so thankful. I am so thankful that I spend the majority of my time with people that want something out of life, people that are going somewhere, people that are doing great things. Those are the people that I want to be around. I love all people. I love all of God's children. Love everybody, no matter what. I say that in my spiel. I love you all no matter what, but I just can't hang out with everybody. And number 5, your stinking thinking is blocking your growth. And if you don't know what stinking thinking is, it's a bad way of thinking that makes you believe you will fail, that bad things will happen to you, or that you're not good enough. You don't deserve good things to happen to you, etc., etc., etc. Excuse me, y'all, because my sinuses are draining. So that's what's blocking your growth. So your takeaway from that is, because I do have to get inside and get changed, your takeaway from that is, if you would just remove those things that are blocking your growth, I promise you that you could be so much further in life. You deserve to be so much further in life, but you've got to know what you want. You've got to stop resisting change. You've got to get rid of that stinking thinking, and you've got to change the circle that you tend to run with. because those things will definitely block your blessing. But most of all, you've got to get this under control. Most of you are blocking your blessings and your growth because of this right here. Your mind is telling you that you can't do it, that you don't deserve it, and you do. I am here to tell you that you do deserve it. Doesn't matter what you did. Y'all know I don't like to say I don't care, but I don't care what you did. I don't care where you've been. I don't care who you've hung out with. I don't care what you should have done, what you could have done, what you would have done. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is right now. God has forgiven you. You have people that love you. You have people that are counting on you. So I want you to pick yourself up. And I want you to go out there and I want you to live your dreams, live your life to the fullest. Let me leave you with this. You know, when you go to a homegoing service, it's nice to hear people get up and say such great things about the person that passed. Sometimes, as Reverend Wood said, there are things that you didn't know, things that you don't want to know, and things that you wish you knew about that person. But the reality is that we all came into this world, no matter when you were born, knowing that one day we're going to leave this world, because you can't stay here forever. And so the thing, that dash, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The dash between the day you were born and the day you died, that dash right there, that's how you lived your life. So I want to leave you with this thought. What are people going to say about you when your time comes? Are they going to say that you blocked your growth because you were afraid? Or are they going to say you went out there and you lived life to the fullest, that you created so many great things and that everybody just loved you and loved being around you? What are they going to say about you? Stop blocking your growth. Go out there and live your best life, because I don't care how old you are, there's so much life to live. And there's so much more that you can do. Y'all, that's it. That's my time. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to say welcome. I'll be back on Monday. I do vlogs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'll be back on Monday with another motivational topic for you. Please plan to join me then. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. You know I miss you and I love you guys, and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there and have a great rest of your Saturday. Live your life to the fullest, and by all means, please, 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 please stop blocking your growth. A lot of times it's not the world doing it, it's you. You were destined for great things, and I want you to go out there and I want you to have it. Y'all, listen, I love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill, you know my spiel, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can do about it, because I'm always going to love you no matter what. I believe in you. I'm always going to be here to encourage you in one way or another. But I need you to believe it and believe in yourself and go out there and make it happen. Love you all. We'll talk again on Monday.